What up, though, fellas? Back at it again with another video. You know, we improving every day. Now, I'm going to put a final stamp on the simping conversation, right? The favorite conversation of the manosphere. Simping this, simping that. Is this simping? Is that simping? Is he simping? Am I simping? Are we simping? You know, are they simping? Everybody talks about simping this, simping that all day long. But nobody, well, not nobody. Very few guys give the true answer as to what's simping and what's not simping, right? So I'm gonna use my platform to give y'all the answer. Simping is not in your actions. Simping is not in your words. Simping is not in your behavior. Simping is not in what you do. Simping is the intent behind everything. Simping is the intent behind the actions, behind the words, behind the behavior, behind what you do. It's all about the intent behind it. What do I mean by this? What I'm saying is that two dudes could say the same thing to a chick, and one dude can be simping and one dude cannot be simping. First, before I go into examples, what exactly is a simp? A simp is a dude who pedestalizes pussy and puts himself in an inferior position to women in an effort to get sex out of them. You understand me? A simp is a guy who does things that are out of his character. He does things that are disingenuous in an effort to have sex with a woman. You get me? So now that that's out the way, we understand the solid definition of a simp, right? Two dudes could say the same thing and one can be simping and one cannot be simping. You want to know why? It's the intent behind it. Here's an example, right? A lot of dudes drill this message. They beat it into their subscribers and their viewers' heads. No validation, no validation. Never compliment a woman. Never compliment a woman because it's gassing her head up. Never compliment a woman because it's giving her validation and it's gassing her head up and you giving her your power. Okay. Understandable. I agree to an extent. However, let's say this, right? Let's say I see a chick in the store. You know, it's summertime. Let's say she got on a sundress and she got a banging body. And my initial thought when I see her is, damn, she looks sexy in that dress. So what do? I walk up to her and I say, you know, you look real good in that dress. Or, you know, you wearing that dress. Or, you know, you look sexy in that dress. That's what I said. Now, according to a lot of guys, that'd be simping, correct? But here's the thing. I didn't tell her she looked sexy in her dress thinking that was gonna get her to like me and get her to have sex with me. I told her she looked sexy in her dress because I wanted to tell her that I thought she looked sexy in her dress. You get me? Whereas on the other hand, if I was simping, I would say, damn, she looks sexy in that dress. Maybe if I go over and tell her, she might, you know, want to start a conversation with me and might want to have sex with me later on. So then I'll walk on over. Hey, you know, you look sexy in that dress. You wearing that dress. Are you getting what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Am I conveying my message effectively here? It's the intent behind what I said is what makes it simping or not. The simp goes into the interaction expecting a certain outcome, right? He goes into the interaction expecting a certain outcome. And that certain outcome is that the chick is going to be receptive to him and it's going to lead to sex somewhere down the line. That's what a simp does. He might not even like giving women compliments. He might not even like saying stuff like, oh, she looks sexy in a dress. But in his head, he's saying, oh, you know, maybe if I say this, it might increase my chances of getting the cheeks though. So I'm gonna go up to her and say it anyway, even though I don't want to. Whereas the non-simp, aka me, I have no problem with giving a chick a compliment. I have no problem with telling a chick that she looks sexy in a dress. I have no problem with telling a chick that, you know, she got her nails done up real nice. You know, what color is that? I have no problem with telling a chick, you know, your hair looks really nice today. I have no problem with doing that because I'm not a simp. And I'm not sitting here sweating. I'm not sitting here sweating bullets off my forehead, dripping off my nose about giving females validation and giving away my power and gassing their heads up. I'm not worried about that. I'm just not. You understand me? Because I say those things because I'm speaking my mind. Or, you know, let's say this, right? There's always debate about, you know, when you first link up with a chick and say y'all go somewhere, should you pay for the first link up, right? I've told y'all this before. When I first link up with a chick, I like to go to like coffee shop areas, you know what I'm saying? Like a Starbucks, a Big B Coffee, or, you know, most I'll do is like a Panera or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually do food on the first link up, but if I'm hungry, I will, you understand me? And so dudes debate over, oh, you simping if you pay for the food. Oh, you giving her validation if you pay for the food. Now, there's plenty of guys out there who will give their reasons for why they like to pay, right? Some dudes say they like to pay because they say, you know, whoever puts forth the bread controls the interaction. You know, I can understand that. Some dudes say they like to pay just because, you know, they might have woke up on the right side of the bed that morning. I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's only simping if you are paying in order to lead with your wallet. It's only simping if you are paying because you trying to tell her that I got bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to worry about paying because I ain't, you know, I got money. I ain't cheap like these other dudes. I'll pay for your food, baby. You don't got to worry about paying for your food or paying for your coffee with me. You understand me? That's simping. Now, if I go to Starbucks with a chick, I usually don't pay for both. I usually pay separately. Or not pay separately. I usually make it separate. But, you know, if I were to pay, it's not simping. Because if I were to pay, the only way I would be paying is if I just felt generous that day. If I just, you know, the sun shining, not a cloud in the sky, I woke up on the right side of the bed, you know, everything been going perfect, I just feel good. Yeah, you know, I might, you know, pay for both. It ain't nothing but some coffee, bro. Or tea, you know, whatever we get. You know what I'm saying? That's not simping. That's not simping. If I decide to pay because I want to pay. Simping is if I were to pay in order to demonstrate some kind of message to the chick. Simping would be even if I know that I don't want to pay, I'm gonna pay anyway. Because I'm trying to build some kind of rapport with the chick. That's simping. So I ain't gonna make this long, bro. I'm sure y'all get it by now. If you don't, I really don't know what to tell you. I guess you'll learn eventually as you mature and you develop that you are the one who chooses if you're simping or not. Other people cannot dictate if excuse me, other people cannot dictate if your actions are simping or not. You're the one who determines that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who decides if I give a woman a compliment, am I doing it because I want to speak my mind to her, or am I doing it in order to, you know, try to get her to like me? You understand me? It's my choice if I'm simping or not. And if you got to ask somebody if you simping, then 9 times out of 10, you probably are. Because if you know you not simping, it's not even going to be a question in your head. Like when I give women compliments, it's not even anywhere in my head space that I'm simping. Because I know I'm not. You understand me? But if there's simp in me, or if I was low-key simping, but am in denial about it, I'll go on YouTube and ask, you know, my favorite content creators, am I simping if I get it? Was I simping when I gave this woman a compliment? Was I simping when I paid for both of our Starbucks? That's simping if you have to ask. Because if you know you not simping, it's not even going to be in your brain. You understand me? So that's the topic for today, man. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.